keys in my coat, kept my heart on the road. Room after room I would wake with nobody to call my own. I learned the shape of the rain on the glass by my bed. I talked to the ceiling at night and wore all my silence instead. Then you came slow, like dawn on the sea. One look at me and you knew where to lead. You brought me home, you brought me home. After all these years, you brought me home, you brought me home, and washed away my fear. I knew your laugh from a dream, I knew your hand in my hand, like I had met you before, somewhere I still understand. Now every mile that I walked was a line in the sky, pointing me straight to your door, through every dark goodbye. Then you came close, like fire in the cold. One touch from you and my whole life unfolded. You brought me home, you brought me home. After all these years, you brought me home, you brought me home, and washed away my fear. If stars had names, I'd spell yours in gold. If oceans could speak, they'd tell what I know. I was lost till your light reached through. Now the world is small when I stand with you. You brought me home, you brought me home. After all these years, you brought me home, you brought me home, and washed away my forever here.
Held me like a secret, warm but never safe. Spoke of forever like it meant just today. I gave you all the pieces I had left to give, but you vanished in silence like you never lived. Was I just a moment you needed to feel real? A pause in your story, a wound that wouldn't heal. If you never loved me, why'd you say my name? Like it was something sacred, carved into flame. If I was just passing, a shadow to be gone, Why does your goodbye still feel so wrong? Clothes still on the hanger, but your warmth is not. I try to hate your memory, but I forgot the way you looked through me like I was made of light. Now I burn alone every single night. Was I Jumford while you were feeling cold? Was I the hand you held just to let go? If you never loved me, why'd you hold me tight? Like I was the dream that saved your night. If this was nothing, just a page in disguise, why does it still flood behind my eyes? My play our silence on repeat. It's louder than your words could ever be. You left without a reason, but my heart still begs for meaning. If you never loved me, why does it ache like something eternal you had to fade? If you were never mine to lose or keep, why do I cry you out in every sleep?
I was a wanderer on a nameless road, counting the lines under my tires, searching for a face I hadn't seen, heavy with a silence I couldn't name. You are the shore to my ocean, the breath that I finally take. Every old photograph of the stars, every old photograph of the stars was a promise I didn't know how to make. In your arms I reside. I kept the pieces of a life half lived, looking at the world through a window pane. Now I see the reason for the rain, and every turn that led me to this place. You are the shore to my ocean, the breath that I finally take. Every old photograph of the stars, every old photograph of the stars was a promise I didn't know how to make. In your arms I reside. No more driving into the dark, no more searching for the moon. The sky was just waiting for you to show me where I belong. You are the shore to my ocean, the breath that I finally take. was chasing distant skylines, running roads that led nowhere, collecting moments like old postcards, trying to find a place to care. Every crowded room felt empty, every morning felt the same. I kept searching through the shadows till I heard somebody say my name. And somehow in the silence you arrived without a sound, like the first light of a sunrise, touching everything around. You turned my doubts into reasons, my storms into calmer skies. And for the first time in forever, I saw my future in your eyes. 'Cause I found my home in your eyes, my forever in your smile. Every road I ever wandered was just leading me all the while. When the world feels cold and restless, you're the fire in the night. If tomorrow disappears, I'd still be grateful for this life. 'Cause every dream I've ever known comes alive when you are near. And if I have one truth to hold, it's that I want you here. We've watched seasons change around us, seen the years move way too fast, turned small moments into memories, built a love that's meant to last. There were nights we faced the darkness, times we nearly lost our way, but your hand was always reaching, pulling me back into the day. And every scar tells a story, every tear became a song. All the pieces of my journey finally found where they belong. You made the broken beautiful, you gave the restless heart a place. And every chapter of my life feels brighter standing in your grace. 'Cause I found my home in your eyes, my forever in your smile. Every road I ever wandered was just leading me all the while. When the world feels cold and restless, you're the fire in the night. If tomorrow disappears, I'd still be grateful for this life. 'Cause every dream I've ever known comes alive when you are near. And if I have one truth to hold, it's that I want you here. If the stars all faded from the heavens, if the oceans forgot the shore, if the sun refused to rise again, I'd still love you even more. When my hair turns gray with age and our hands have lost their strength, I'll still look at you the same way, like the answer I was meant to find. And when the years become our memories and we're looking back someday, I thank the universe for every step that brought me to your name. 'Cause I found my home in your eyes, my forever in your smile. Every road I ever wandered was just leading me all the while. You're the prayer I never whispered, you're the wish I never knew, you're the heartbeat in my silence, the reason every sky feels new. And when my story reaches its ending, when my final page is near, the greatest thing I'll ever say is that I loved you here. Oh, I found my home in your eyes, my forever in your life. And if I had to live it all again, I season, every dawn and every night. 'Cause after all this time, you still feel like coming home.